Raw.
Hi, I'm Terry McGovern, and I'm with my buddy Michael Paul Tomsett. We're both actors, and we love the craft, and we're always looking for new projects. And Michael Paul found something that he has turned into a masterpiece, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of it. First of all, it was a book, Harmony in Hiding, by
Becky White.
You turned it into a stage play.
That's correct.
Which the Ross Valley Players in Marin County, Bay Area, did it. And then you decided to reach even more people that you would make it a radio play. Mm-hmm. Basically an audio play that would be turned into a podcast, and we did it. Well, Michael did it, and our technical wizard who's shooting this, Rick Banghart, they're the guys that put it together. But I got cast as one of the leads in the play, and I'm so honored and delighted. Now let's get to the meat of it. What the heck is this thing about Harmony in Hiding?
Well, it's about this 12-year-old boy, Jewish boy, in Amsterdam. And of course, during World War II, as you know, the Nazis invaded Holland. And so he found himself in a situation where he had to hide. And before that, though, he was really wanting to learn piano. So he had, in school, he learned a numerical melody system. Where it was by numbers. So like any corresponding number, he knew what that pitch was.
Wow.
And so and he did begin to learn, the major and minor scales. But aside from that, that's all he knew. So here he was, day after day, in hiding, had to be quiet, and all he could really do is either read or practice the piano on a tabletop.
Yeah.
So if he could hum a tune, he could basically choreograph his fingers how it would be played. And he would just do this day in and day out, hours on end. And he was in hiding for a little over 3 years.
Oh my God.
So by the time he sat in front of a real piano, he sat down in front of that piano and he played beautifully.
Oh my God. So it's not unlike the story of Anne Frank, except it has a happy ending.
He was lucky enough to be connected to, I guess they called it the underground, and a group of people who were dedicated to protecting people in hiding. So like whenever something they knew was going to come up, they say, it was always like, you got to go now. It wasn't like, oh yeah, so tomorrow or in an hour. No, it was like, leave your things, we'll get them later, let's go.
I get to play this boy in the present day.
Right, you get to play the
grown up. I'm an old guy by now. And
well, you narrate the story.
And I basically get to narrate the story and talk about my life when I was a young boy and running on the lam all the time from the Gestapo. But there's another level to this story that makes it very, very important for today. Explain that. MP.
Well, I mean, it goes without, we know how our political climate is. I mean, anti-Semitism is kind of making a comeback, and we got to keep telling these stories. We have to keep telling these stories.
Absolutely.
We can't let time make us forget.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of the attitude is like, oh, these stories, we've heard that. Well, you haven't heard this one. You haven't heard this story.
Yeah.
And this, okay, so what if it's another Holocaust story or however you want to say it? I mean, it's an important story. All of them are.
Yeah.
And I think it's it's entertaining, sure, but it's history.
Yeah.
It's history. This happened.
Absolutely did. And it happened during my lifetime. I'm an old guy, and I always felt very, very close to this story. So, again, I have to say, it was such an honor to play this young Jewish boy as an old man. And it's called Harmony in Hiding. Wherever
you get your podcasts,
go get them. And thank you.
Raw.